Okay, good morning. Story time, everyone. This is my first time doing something like this, but the craziest thing just happened, and I had to share it with you. For some context, I live in Hawaii, kind of in the middle of the city, not anything crazy in the jungle or anything, but I live in Hawaii. And I wake up this morning with my partner, and we're like kind of making the bed, and I realize that she's like kind of just paused here, like putting the pillows back. And I'm like, okay, what is going on in your head? Because I don't know, she looked a bit shocked. So I was like, what's happening? And she's like staring at the wall. And let me show you real quick. Yeah, so here's my bed. My partner's here just like staring at the wall, and I'm like right over there trying to make the rest of the bed. But basically, if we move all of this, you can see that she's like kind of just staring at the wall, and she's like, what the heck is this? Look at this. Look at it. Totally looks like some animal tracks, right? What the heck? So we're like, what the heck happened? Why are there animal tracks like on our wall right now? This definitely wasn't there the day before. Like, I'm pretty sure we would have noticed. So we're like, what the heck happened? Like, did something climb through the window? Just for some more context, these aren't windows. They're like Hawaii style windows. They open, they don't have screens. And since we moved here, when they did the home inspection and everything, like I mentioned, there's no screens on the windows, but usually if you're above like floor 5, then you don't have to worry about like bugs and insects flying into your windows. Like, I don't know, you didn't have to worry about it as much if you're like 5 floors and above. And that applies to us. So we're like, okay, shouldn't have to worry about like insects and mainly roaches, like the B-52 roaches, because I'm terrified of them. So I'm like, okay, I guess we shouldn't have to worry about that. Definitely not during the day. So we leave the windows open all day to get a nice breeze. And when we first started moving here, we were leaving the windows open at night because it's hot in Hawaii, very humid. So this like keeps it nice and fresh, and we don't have to run the AC at night. But I don't know, I'm just like super paranoid. So after like a few nights, I started closing my side of the windows, which are like the 2 on the right over there. And Mishi likes to sleep with hers open, so at least that way she like gets a nice breeze and the room doesn't get too hot at night. While she left hers, I think like wide open, I guess. I don't even know. And something must have crawled in at night. But yeah, the window isn't fully open right now, but it basically opens like pretty wide, you know, and that's a pretty wide crack to where something can definitely crawl in. But we're like, what the heck? Mishi sleeps here, and like at night, something was just crawling here above her head, and we're here in the middle of the city. So what the heck is this? I don't know. We're not pros with animal tracks or anything, so we're like trying to look it up online. We're like measuring it. Let me show you like how big they are because they're pretty big. Okay, so I have this bookmark, this handy bookmark, and yeah, let's just like, I don't know, measure the tracks real quick. So yeah, you can see, I don't know, they're kind of big, like 3 centimeters, maybe like 4 centimeters, not perfect, but what the heck, they're so big. So we're like, okay, what could this be from? Like, my first thought was like a mouse, but it's way too big to be a mouse. Then I'm like, okay, this is like disgusting to even think about, but was it a rat? Like, you know, we live in the city. I can see like there being rats around here. Kind of gross because we're, you know, kind of high up. So I don't know, how the heck, but maybe a rat. That was my other thought. We live in Hawaii, so there's mongooses, which are crazy. If you don't know what those are, maybe I can show a picture of them real quick. That's kind of gross to think about. Mongooses look like squirrels. They're like kind of like ferrets. I don't know what their climbing skills are like, but I guess it could have been a mongoose. We need to look at the tracks. And yeah, my last thought is like a cat. I guess a cat, like a small one, can probably fit through the windows. But I don't know, that would be kind of crazy if it was a cat this high up. But in the middle of the city, those are my first thoughts. Like rat, but I think the tracks are too big to be a rat. Mongoose or a cat. But you're telling me like whatever it is crawled in through the window, like many floors up, crawled in through the window right above Mishi's head and just like, I don't know, plopped itself somewhere on the floor or on the bed. That's crazy. So yeah, now we're like searching the apartments everywhere in all the nooks and crannies to see if we can find whatever it is came in the house last night. Stay tuned for part 2. The story gets even crazier.